What up, YouTube? Hey, man, I got something new for y'all, man. I got the mic now. Feel me? So we get more official with it every step of the way, man. But look, listen. It's that time of the year. It's your boy, D.R. Brown, man. I'm back with another video. Today, I'm going to be giving y'all my thoughts on the playoffs for this up-and-coming season, man. For the NBA. It starts today, man. The first game is at 1 o'clock. And if I'm not mistaken, the first game is the Pacers and Bucks. And I'm about to break down every series. I'm about to give y'all my predictions. The first round. First, we're going to start off with the Eastern Conference. And I'm also going to be giving y'all, like, because I'm looking through stats and all that. So I'm not just talking as, just a casual, actually, what I'm saying, do basketball. You know what I'm saying? I play basketball. My world is almost for real basketball. First, we're going to start off with the Eastern Conference. And I'm going to put the bracket up somewhere so y'all can see. But let's just start with the first round, man. The first versus 8th seed. If you haven't been keeping up, it's going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Miami Heat. And let's just go ahead and call this easy. I got the Cavs obliterating them. I think it's going to be Cavs in like 4 or 5. I think the Heat going to get one. I think it's going to be Cavs in 5. And they only going to get one because the Cavs, it's their first time really like being them guys, right? So when you step into a new role, especially in the NBA, it's hard to adjust and be a juggernaut. And this is the Cavs' first time really being viewed as a juggernaut post LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see Darius Garland. He has tendencies to go away sometimes. I'm a Cavs fan, diehard Cleveland Cavaliers fan. I'm in Ohio, man, so I keep up with them boys, man. Evan Mobley looking great. Donovan Mitchell looking great. My only problem with the Cavs is when Donovan Mitchell's not hitting, who's going to be that second guy, man? And usually it's Darius Garland. We need Darius Garland to step up, man. We can't have those games where he's struggling, turning the ball over, just throwing crazy passes that's going absolutely nowhere. Like,
told me I should be scared of Darius Garland. It's 421. Darius Garland went 4 for 21.
We need him to step up. Evan Mobley, he's got a lot stronger. So I remember the year versus the Knicks, he was getting bullied around all crazy. We're not having that this year. Last year, we had some injuries. Whereas Boston, we healthy this year. So we just trying to go out there and really show what we can do. Plus, with the addition of DeAndre Hunter, he's been amazing. Absolutely. Overall, the Cavs are shooting about 50%. They're shooting 49.1% from the field. So that's pretty good. And from the three, they're shooting 41.5 attempts a game. And they're making about 15 of them. Really 16 of them, 15.9. So with that being said, the Cavs, they can shoot the lights out, man. We got a lot of good dudes over there. But the only problem with it is our free throw percentage is 77.6. We need to get that a little bit up in the playoffs. But I have no worries when it comes to that. He averaged about 13.2 turnovers. We need that to go down. Like Darius Garland, on the season, he averaged 20 points on 47.2 for the field. And from threes, he's shooting like 7 of them. He knocked it down at least 3. So he's shooting a 40% from the 3. So his splits is good, and he's a great free throw shooter at 87.8. So really, if you round that up, it's 88%. Garland, you looking good, boy. I just need you to stay consistent in the playoffs, man. He averaged about 7 assists, and his plus minus is a 6.7. So Garland, overall, he had an amazing season, but we just need him to show up in the playoffs. We cannot have those games where he disappear. It's time for you to lock in. We need Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, we looking at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You consistent. He has a real chance to be Defensive Player of the Year. He's been playing amazing outside of his mind this year. He bulked up a lot from the last previous years, man. He knocking down that 3 ball at a pretty good rate. I'm going against the Heat. We got to out-rebound Bam because he going to crash every time. Like I said, we just got to get that dog out, man. If they don't get that dog out, they're not going to make it too far. I don't think there's a team in the East that could really beat the Cavs besides Boston. That's the only team I have any type of fear in. But with that being said, let's look at Miami. All right, so looking at Miami, obviously they just got Andrew Wiggins this year. they had a pretty like crazy season. Jimmy Butler basically just being a cancer to the team. He ended up getting traded to Golden State for Andrew Wiggins, who's been fairly decent coming to the team. They got Davion Mitchell, who is a defensive menace. So I expect to see him on Mitchell and Garland. I think the game plan is attack Tyler Hero. That's the game plan for the Cavs. You got to attack Tyler Hero. They're going to try and get Hero on, I want to say maybe Max Strus. They're going to try to keep him away from Garland and Mitchell. You got to attack. You got to get Hero off the screens and make him play defense. If they do that, they're going to annihilate the Heat because that forces Bam to help. And you got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley lob side, or Evan Mobley can leak out and knock down that three. DeAndre Hunter cutting or in the wing, three, even the corners. So the Cavs got a lot of options. We got a lot of firepower. Max Strus, Todd Jerome. Those guys are going to come ready to play. I just know it, man. My only problem is Darius Garland. That is my biggest fear, is Darius Garland. We need you to show up, man. We cannot have you disappearing. We just cannot have you disappearing, Darius. Like, if you watch this one day, I'm not coming for you. I don't hate you. I love you, bro. But we just need you to lock in. That's all. Because if Donovan Mitchell has a bad night, man, you have to show up. You have to show up. But looking at things for the Miami Heat perspective, man, you got the veteran leadership in Kevin Love. He's been there before. He knows what it takes. You don't have Jimmy Butler no more, though. You don't have playoff Jimmy. So other guys got to lock in and get it going. Tyler Hero, he had an amazing game against the Chicago Bulls, but he did not look the best to start out versus Atlanta. He did turn it up. He did turn it on, but can't do that with the Cavs, man. So he's going to have to show up every night. If he don't, it's going to be hard, given the fact that he is their leading scorer. Tyler Hero's been averaging 23.9 points, and Bam Adebayo is averaging 18.1, and Wiggins is averaging 19, right? So those are obviously the big three. You need guys to step up, though. Duncan, you got to get him open for some shots, man. He's the road guy. You know what I'm saying? You set that down screen on the offside ball, have him come around. He got to knock down that open three. That's the only way. You need guys like, get Kevin Love out there, man. He's gonna knock down. I know he's older on the older side, but he's gonna knock down that open tray ball. You need guys like Mitchell. He got to step up. You know, he averaged 10.3 points, but it's going to be really hard for him to play defense and score, but that is what you're asking of him at this very moment, and that's what the team needs. Teams need guys to step up because they underdogs. You're going against the top team in the East, one of the top teams in the NBA. I don't see a world where they win. Like, I think the only thing that he has is Hero, and he got to go for 30. If Hero don't go for 30, they don't have a real chance. Hero got to go for 30. Bam, he has to step up big time. We need 20-15 games out of Bam. Wiggins, he has to be at least 18 to 20 points per game. We need Mitchell dropping at least 15. And that's me being nice, y'all. Like, I don't see a world where they do any of that. But, all right. My prediction, Cavs in 5. Moving on to the next team. The Bucks versus the Pacers. Now, with this, it's big because Damian Lillard could be returning. And that's going to be crazy. Like, that just put a whole different atmosphere on this series because without Dame, Pacers probably got it. Looking at the stats, man, when it comes to Giannis being on and off the floor, I mean, Milwaukee they don't have that Chris Middleton, you know. They don't have that second go-to player, especially with Dame being out. So this is going to be detrimental to the team, obviously. But I think it's one of those things where Kyle Kuzma, if he could just step up and give you at least 20 on a nightly basis, they could beat the Pacers. The game plan, attack highly. Attack highly, make him play defense. Don't let him hide. When you got to stop Pascal, don't let him get hot. He's one of those guys, if he get hot, he's going, you know. He's real streaky. He's either on or off, you know. Pascal, he'll give you 20 consistently, but how he gets to 20 that matters. You know, if he's playing real scrappy, you want that. But if he's just flowing and going, hitting everything, that's when it's scary, man, because he's going to hit that big-time shot. Hallie, get in his head. Halliburton is one of the most confusing players of all time because one moment he's looked like a superstar, the next moment he looked like a mediocre, shouldn't even be starting point guard. I had a lot of praise on Hallie. I honestly thought he used to be better than Jalen Brunson, but that's a conversation for a different day. So I'm about to talk about the game plan for both of them. But first, I'm going to say my personal prediction. I think Milwaukee takes it. It's going to be a Game 7. It's going to be a Game 7, especially with Dame potentially coming back. Without Dame, I think Pacers win in 6. But with Dame coming back potentially, I think Giannis can get them 2 games by himself. And with Dame coming back, that's going to be the biggest push they need if he's locked in. Because even without him being locked in, Dame's going to get you at least 15 to 20. And that's all you need. That's all you need. Because with Dame, Hallie has to play defense now. Because they're going to run him on the screen. And there's no escaping. So you want that. You want Hallie playing defense. For the Pacers, their game plan is to make Giannis do everything. Tire him out. You can't stop Giannis, but stop the rest of the team. Make Giannis beat you. And that's how you do that. And like I said, for the Bucks, man, you got to attack Hallie. Attack Hallie. If you attack Hallie, make him work on both sides of the ball, it's going to be hard for him to be there when they need him to, you know. And if Hallie is just dishing out assists left and right, that's what you want. You want Hallie dishing out assists. You don't want him shooting that 3 ball. You don't want him getting hot because Hallie, like I said, he's one of the most confusing players ever. Today, he may be a superstar. Next game, he's going to look like tomorrow, he's going to look like a player that shouldn't even have been drafted. So, I don't know. Hallie, you got to be more consistent, man. I don't know. I don't know if the Olympics kind of messed him up. If anything, I feel like the Olympics should have turned him up like Jason Tatum, who, in my opinion, is the most underrated superstar of all time. The hate he gets ridiculous, but again, video for another time. But with that being said, man, honestly, I think that Bucks is 7. The Knicks versus the Pistons. And with this, man, I got all praise to the Pistons, man. And you know why? Because the Knicks are the Knicks. They are historically known for goofing it. And I don't know why the Knicks love to goof it, but they just do. Like I said, Jalen Brunson, man, he has not been able to be healthy. He's just coming off an injury. So, Brunson, you're an amazing talent, but you got to be on the floor. The best ability is availability, and you're not looking too good at that right now, man. Overall, he attacks downhill amazing. He has a great mid-range. He can shoot the 3 ball. Brunson is just... He's a superstar. He's a star, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too high on Brunson game personally, but numbers don't lie. And Brunson is an amazing point guard. He's one of the best, top 5 in the league right now. So he's going to show up. He's going to show out. Last year, he averaged like 30 in the playoffs. So Brunson is going to show up. You got Karl-Anthony Towns, who's been playing amazing this year. And I know that Cat's going to show up. He's going to do what he got to do. He's going to knock down the 3 ball. But the only thing with Karl-Anthony Towns, man, is like you got to get dirty, bro. You got to get down and dirty. And what I mean by that is like, don't be complaining to the refs. Go get them rebounds. You got to do what you got to do, bro. And them boys out there in Detroit, bro, they physical. They about to play. So, ain't none of that crying, bro.
Oh, my God. Got to be at a next level. Oh. Towns. Oh, my God. Jason.
So, I can't say that we're surprised about what's going on right now.
Ain't none of that crying. The Knicks got to show up and they got to play. Mikal Bridges, he got to be consistent, bro. We need this Mikal back. We need him back. We need that back, man. And then OG Anunoby, he's going to show up. He's going to play hard both sides of the ball. Him and Mikal is a dangerous wing set because they could do it on both sides, bro. They're elite 3-and-Ds. They both can put it on the ground and make something shake. They both can go off for 30. So the Knicks are a scary team. Josh Hart, he's the glue guy. He does all the dirty work. He does everything, and he's one of the smallest guys on the court. So Josh Hart's like maybe 6'4". He's playing power forward at 6'4". That should say enough, you know. But you know, stuff like that goes unappreciated. But every team loves those guys. You know, as a hooper, you know what I'm saying? Though, just having those guys who don't care about scoring the ball, who don't care about stats, they just go out and they play hard, and they hustle, they gonna dive on the ball. For a loose ball, they gonna chuck the ball back on the court and dive into the crowd. Those are the guys you need, man. That's how you win championships. So, Josh Hart, he's the heart of that team, in my opinion, and he's gonna give it all he got. But for the Knicks, man, the game plan is they just got to be tough, because overall they're the more talented team. They're the more talented team, but if they don't play tough, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad, because Cade Cunningham, bro, he's been looking crazy. And the Pistons, they got that. They have Twin. And Twin is an athletic monster. I don't know what's up with the Twins. Those two dudes, crazy. They jump out of the gym. The only problem with Ausar is the fact that he cannot shoot the ball to save his life. Bro, get in the gym this offseason. Please, learn how to shoot. Cade Cunningham, this is your series, dog. If Cade go out there and average 25, Pistons got it, bro. Pistons got it. Dog. Let's break this down. I talked about how the Knicks gonna win. They gotta match the mentality. They have to go out there and play like dogs. Don't get pushed around. Do not let the Pistons beat y'all up, because they will try. You got Isaiah Stewart, and that boy like to throw hands.
It's gonna take a lot to break this up.
He is knocking over, and he's out of the game without question.
Ain't nobody over there scared of nobody. They still bad boy Pistons, for real. But let's talk about for the Pistons, man. Pistons, Ausar, we need you making at least a 3-pointer, bro. Don't let them sag off of you, bro. Even if you don't make them, you're not afraid to shoot them. So you're an NBA player. You're gonna knock one down. You get what I'm saying? Have that confidence. Shoot the ball. Cade, just go kill. Cade Cunningham, go kill. Attack them downhill. Attack Jalen Brunson. He's coming off injury. He has a slow first step on defense. You have to attack that. Unfortunately, it's strategy, bro. It's the name of the game. You gotta attack that. I say get in Mikal Bridges' head. Mikal Bridges is so streaky, it's ridiculous. OG Anunoby, he's kind of the same way, but he's a little bit more consistent. I say, in Josh Hart, you could attack him based off size, get a big man on down low, but I feel like Josh Hart is going to be one of those guys who's just roaming all around. He's going to play help side. He's going to be that pesky guy, so it's going to be hard to just straight ISO him. I think you got to get Brunson. Attack Brunson. He's not on his best legs right now, coming off an injury. I'm sorry, but it's the name of the game. Everybody out here trying to win the championship can't play fair. Play like dogs. Play like the team you're supposed to be. You're the bad boy Pistons. Be the bad boy Pistons. If they do that, they will win. Has nothing to do with talent. Has everything to do with that dog. Pistons in 6. This one don't really need that much introduction. Boston versus Orlando. It's gonna be fun. Watch it, Palo. But Boston in 5. The reason I say Boston in 5 is Boston. If you keep up with the Boston Celtics, they're gonna goof it. They always goof it. They will not sweep nobody. If you get swept by the Celtics, that's because you messed up. Because the Celtics always goof at least one game. That's just how they are. Tatum, go out there and average 30, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have been on a revenge arc. Keep it going. They did you so dirty in the Olympics, and Tatum's one of my favorite players. Dude, his footwork is crazy, and he's getting a lot. Tatum is receiving so much hate for no reason. He's one of the best players in the league. He's one of the faces of the league, and y'all just have to accept that, bro. You have to accept that. Jaylen Brown, do what you did last year in the playoffs. Do it again. Go get another Finals MVP. I don't think y'all are going to win, though. I don't think they're going to win the championship, but play like you will. Play like that. They got Kristaps, a healthy Kristaps. Boston got a lot of weapons, man. And it's gonna be hard to beat them. For Boston, just go kill. Go kill. Run the score up. Have your starters out of the game by the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth. Starters don't need to be playing in the fourth quarter. That's how I see it. Orlando's going to get one game. Paolo's too good to get swept. For Orlando, I say the tactics is Paolo and Wagner. Go kill. Boston in 5. All right, man. So let's dive into the Western Conference, man. Keeping up with the NBA, we know that the Grizzlies just beat the Dallas Mavericks in BTA fashion. But they about to get the belt right back. OKC is finna demolish them, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun. I see Ja Morant and them boys going out and getting at least one, but I think Shea and OKC is just too much for them. Game plan for the Grizzlies: you gotta let Ja Morant kill. Jaren, he gotta be hitting shots, and you gotta figure out a way to stop everyone else because you're not gonna stop Shea. Make Shea do everything. Stop the rest of the team. That's how you beat OKC. He get the Jokic treatment. That's how you stop those teams. You have to make the star do everything. Take out the role players. You want Williams, shut him down. Don't let him get nothing. Don't let him get hot. If they do that, they could be successful, and they could potentially upset him. Who knows? Because you got the star power in Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bane. You got the star power. You got the grit. You got the grind. I feel like Memphis lost their culture. Ja, keep your head up, bro. Stay out of the media. Please stay out of the media. Just go hoop. Be yourself, but go hoop. You know what I'm saying? Go kill. We need you to kill, bro. Ja Morant, we need you to be lights out. You got to go out. You got to do everything, bro. I need you to drop at least 25 a night. Because that's the only way y'all gonna win, bro. Only way. Stop playing through Jaren Jackson. Play through Ja Morant, Memphis. Please. Play through Ja Morant. Get Desmond Bane open. Like, what are we doing? Get Zach Edey on the block. You know what I'm saying? Let Ja attack downhill. Let's do what we gotta do, y'all. For real. But for OKC, keep doing the same thing, bro. We don't even need to go through splits with these teams, man. We don't gotta go through splits. Shea, go drop 30. J-Dub, go do your thing. Chet. Like, OKC, they're like the Cavs in Boston. They're just too deep. It's just too much. Lu Dort, you got boys everywhere, bro. OKC, just keep playing your same brand of basketball. Go out there, be dogs. Go be killers. I got OKC in 5. I think it's going to be a fun series nonetheless, but OKC just got too much. They got who probably is going to win MVP this year. It's a crazy MVP race. That's a video for another time, but go be dogs, go be killers. OKC in 5. We got the Clippers and the Nuggets, man. Listen, I already told y'all how to stop Denver. The way you stop Denver, you make Jokic do everything. You make Jokic do everything. Take Jamal Murray out of it, who hasn't even really been playing because of injuries. So that's good, right? If you're the Clippers, you want to attack Jamal Murray. He has a weak foot. Go at that. Michael Porter Jr. Take him away. He literally is like, has to be last in assists ever to touch, like in the NBA. Take that 3-ball away. Contest all. Fully commit. Body on body. Don't let him get the ball because he's just going to chuck it up. And you don't want him to get hot because that helps Jokic. Make Jokic go out there and drop 50, 60. Aaron Gordon, take away the lob threat. Take away the crashing. You have to play hard. And with the Clippers, their older crew being led by James Harden, who's like 37. Kawhi Leonard, who's like 35, 36. He's up there as well, right? You want to obviously give James Harden his ISO, get Kawhi to the block, let him get his mid-ranges, attack downhill. You got Norman Powell, who's been playing out of his mind this year. You cook, you know. The Nuggets aren't the same team. When Russ in the game attack Russell Westbrook, he's a crash out waiting to happen. The game plan for the Clippers make Jokic do everything, though. You want Jokic to go out there and score. That's what you want. And I say that because when he's scoring, nobody else is involved. The rest of the team is not involved, and one man cannot beat an entire team. It's impossible. Jokic is an amazing talent. He's probably the best center to touch a basketball. And it's crazy saying that because we got guys like Shaq, Wilt, Akeem, Bill Russell. Like, we got some good guys out there, man. But ultimately, man, Jokic, he's up there, you know, because the way he could just do everything is crazy. He can kill you from the 3-ball, mid-range, on the block. He could attack downhill. Like, bro, he can do everything. He can dish it. He can throw a lob. He can do a full court pass. Like, Jokic is nuts, man. And I think he's gotten recency bias with the MVP. I do think he deserves to win it over Shea, but Shea's probably gonna win it because not only are they the 1 seed, but he's a fan favorite, bro. Everybody loves Shea, right? So I don't know. I think just recency bias is gonna stop Jokic from getting the MVP, but honestly, Jokic don't care. He don't care. So it's one of them things, man. You got a guy who don't care about it. You got a guy who acts like he don't care about it. So they're going to give it to Shea. That's how I feel. But Jokic stats is better, man. He's been playing outside of his mind. And they finished as the 4th seed. So I think he should win it. But ultimately, we're going to see. In the game plan for the Nuggets, the opposite of what it said for the Clippers. It's really that simple, man. Everybody got to be involved. Everybody got to be tuned in. You want Michael Porter Jr. hitting at least 4 or 5 threes. Jamal Murray, we want him going for at least 20, 15. Aaron Gordon, same, 20, 15. Maybe get 1 or 2 threes up. You know, Brown, he got to be hooping. He's athletic. He's an athletic freak. You want him getting at least 15 if he can. Russell Westbrook, when he get in the game, just do you, Russ. Do you. You know, you got to let Russ cook, because when Russ is cooking, it's going to be hard to stop them boys, man, for real. But they just got so much off the court drama going on. They fired their head coach, and I'm pretty sure they fired the executive as well. So I just don't see the Nuggets going far. Can they beat the Clippers? Absolutely. But I just think it's too much going on with them right now to be mentally checked in. You know, we're gonna see. Hold on. We're gonna see what they look like when they hit the floor. Obviously, with all this going on, firing your head coach right before the playoffs is insane. Like, that's probably the worst move I ever seen in NBA history. And this is a guy who just brought you a championship 2 years ago. So that's insane that you do that. Obviously, it's some stuff behind closed doors that we don't know that was going on. He made comments talking about players don't care. And, you know, I agree with him, man. Like, there's a lot of players that don't care in this league anymore. You know, people are just chasing the bag. They don't care about the game of basketball. So he's not wrong. You know, some guys don't study film until the coaches throw it in their face. And that is what's wrong with the league today. That's why the NBA is not as big as it could be, because we don't got that competitive spirit anymore. We don't have real rivalries. The refs are weak as hell. They will call a flagrant for you bouncing the ball too hard. Like, the NBA has gotten soft, and we need to bring that toughness back. We need to bring that hardness back, and the refs need to stop calling everything. They need to let these guys be grown men and play the game of basketball. I feel like if we do that, the NBA will be great again. But getting back to this series, man, I like Clippers in 6. I think James Harden, he's going to go off. He's going to have a couple big games. Kawhi Leonard is going to be consistent as long as he's healthy. That's the biggest thing, man. If Kawhi goes down, Nuggets got it. 100%. Because James Harden's going to have a stinker. It's James Harden. He's known for it. He always chokes. He's going to have a stinker. Norman Powell, that's when we're calling on you, bro. You got to step up that game. When James Harden go down, you got to step up. If Kawhi gets injured, it's a wrap. I don't see them being able to beat the Nuggets, but man, I don't know. This is going to be a good game. Actually, I'm going to push it to 7. Clippers in 7. Okay. Okay, so this is the one that's like the most crazy because people were saying it was good to be in this position for the Warriors. Warriors versus the Rockets, the 7th seed versus the 2nd seed. Now, for people who don't know, the Warriors played Memphis in the play-in, and they did blow a lead that almost cost them the game, but you know, they ended up playing good enough to get out of there. But the biggest upside for the Warriors is Jimmy Butler is still him in the playoffs. He dropped 38 points. Playoff Jimmy is real, and he's in Golden State, and Houston's got to deal with that. But the problem with that is they're playing small ball, bro. They playing small ball. They got a 6'7" Draymond Green out there running center, 6'6", 6'7". You got Steph Curry, who's like 6'3". Jimmy Butler, same height as Draymond Green. You know, it's going to be hard, bro, because they're not going to win the rebound battle. They got to go out there and outscore their opponents because they get that ball on the block, man, to the bigs, man. It's going to be hard to stop that, you know. In Houston, they got a really good big in Şengün, man. He's like a baby Jokic. He does a little bit of everything. And Şengün is the truth, bro. He's good. You got Jalen Green. At times, he's lights out, man, bro. Only problem with Jalen Green, he don't got that kill factor. And I say that because oftentimes when it's in the clutch, Houston don't know who to go to, and it should be Jalen Green. Give the ball to Jalen Green in the clutch and get the hell out the way. That's how I feel, but they got to figure that out. I just talked about Ausar. Now it's time to talk about Amen. Dog, he's the truth. Those two dudes are crazy. And he's about to give Steph Curry a hard time because that's the guy checking him. Steph Curry's going to have to really lock in because Amen is not going to make it easy. He's going to chase that boy. You know what I'm saying? He young. He got the legs for it. Steph Curry, he's going to chase you, man. So you got to really work off the dribble. You got to hit those screens hard. You got to hedge it. You got to hedge it. Usually defensive players supposed to hedge it. No, you got to hedge the off-ball screens. You got to run off that so click like, you know what I'm saying? So, because he going to be there. So, if you don't, you got to get that shot up, bro. Steph Curry easily has to go for 20 to 30 points every game. Easily. Jimmy Butler is the X factor for the Warriors. We need playoff Jimmy. Draymond's going to do the dirty work. They have the role players who is Golden State. Everybody can shoot in Golden State. So they got guys who's going to knock down the 3 ball. Jimmy Butler, we need you to tap in. I need 30 from Jimmy. You know, let it be a 2-man show. Like, those two combine for 60 every game. I don't care. Make it happen. That's the only way you win. Yes, they're not experienced, but let's be honest. The last time they played, they shut Curry down. And do I think they're going to shut Curry down every single time? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But this is going to be a great series. This is going to be very fun to watch, man. And I'm going to enjoy every game. Dude, Dylan Brooks, hey, do all the dirty work. Knock down them 3 balls. Jalen Green, just kill. Attack downhill. Dunk on somebody's head. Do what you got to do. Go kill. With that being said, man, I am going for the underdogs. I do not think the Warriors are gonna win. I got the Rockets, man. I think the Rockets will win this. It will be in 7. Last but not least, man, we got GOAT James. We got LeBron and Lakers, man, versus Ant-Man and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And with this, man, this is gonna be highlight nation. It's gonna be nothing but highlights left and right. Luka absolutely killed these guys last year with his core group. Now, obviously, this is a different group. This is a different setting. This is a different team. And it's different colors, right? So, with Luka obviously has to adapt. There's no Karl-Anthony Towns. There's a Julius Randle. So, I think Julius Randle may be a little bit stronger than Cat, but he doesn't have the upside that Karl-Anthony Towns had. So, the Timberwolves have to adapt, right? You got Rudy Gobert. You already know how that's going to happen. They're going to try to get him up the screen. So Rudy Gobert, he has to pick and choose wisely when he helps up and when he plays back. Randall, you got to show up, bro. Your playoff experience is not good at all. You have a lot of stinkers. We just need you to show up. You got to show up. If you don't show up, Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
I'm being so for real. If Julius Randle don't show up, it's Lakers in 5.
Hotel, motel, what the hell? You telling me that wasn't my Michelle? Lakers in 5. Caution tape, LeBron got a cake. You telling me for a whole year that girl was eating grapes? Man, Lakers in 5. Pick stitches, rags to riches. Definitely can't trust these bitches. Lakers in 5. SGA, PGA, man, they can say what they want to say. Lakers in 5.
Ant-Man's gonna play amazing. He gonna get him at least one. We know Luka own that team right now. LeBron is LeBron. He's gonna go out. He's gonna do amazing things. LeBron don't have to drop 40 to win anymore because we got Luka. Feed Jackson Hayes, make him a lob threat. That takes Rudy Gobert away. That way Luka could kill on the rolls, on the pick and rolls. AR, go drop 20. AR just kill. AR kill. Rui, be the glue guy. We need Vando. Stick. Vando got to stick. Ant-Man. Start Vando. Start Vando. That's how I feel. The starting lineup should be Luka, AR, Bron, Vando, Jackson Hayes. Let Rui come off the bench for this series. We need Vando out there. I want Vando sticking Ant-Man. Whenever Ant is on the court, Vando need to be on the court. If they don't and they start Rui, I don't know who really guards Ant-Man in that case, man. I think you got to give it to AR. He's probably the best one because Rui, you want Rui on Randall. Obviously, Hayes is going to be on Gobert. Luka is going to be on Conley. And Bron's going to be on McDaniels. So, AR is going to have to guard Ant-Man. And I don't really like that. So, I say let's start Vando. And let's get Vando on Ant-Man. That's the game plan. The X factor is AR. If AR can average 20 to 25 points...
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
For the Timberwolves, Ant-Man, he's got to go kill. Ant, you absolutely have to kill. There's no other way around it. Randall, he has to wake up. He has to play good. If Randall don't play good, I don't see a world where they get over one game. Gobert, he has to pick and choose when he chooses to help up and play back through them pick and rolls because you know they're coming with Bron and Luka. Besides that, role players do their job. McDaniels, I think you put McDaniels on Luka. Randall got to guard Bron, and then I would give AR. Ant-Man got to guard AR. I wouldn't put Ant-Man on Luka only because you don't want your best offensive scorer guarding the best person on the other side because he's going to be too tired. You know, he's going to be way too tired, and you don't want Ant-Man that tired. So, let Ant-Man get AR and put McDaniels on Luka. If they do that, I feel like they would be successful. And they could have a chance because they have something that the Lakers don't have, and that's center play. And Jackson Hayes, bro, you're the guy. You're the guy. You got to get them rebounds, bro. We need you to fight for every rebound. You young. You can jump out the gym. You got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, with that being said, that is the first round. I will come back and drop another video for the second round. My predictions. If y'all want me to, I will drop my actual full bracket of who I got going all the way. And I can break that down more. Just let me know in the comments. Thank you for tapping into this video, man. I hope y'all are being blessed. Beat the odds.